Some more developments to bring you today as we have the latest on the ongoing strike by Canada Post workers. The Crown Corporation has presented new offers to the union after weeks of stalled negotiations and mounting pressures on both sides. The CBC's Hilary Johnstone joins us now with more on all of this. Okay, let's talk about these latest offers. What's on the table?
So at this point, Arthi, there's a number of things that the Crown Corporation is proposing to the union. Some of them are in line with what the previous offer had been. At that point, Canada Post had described that offer as their last and final best offer. There are also a few things in here that the Crown Corporation is saying they have had to make some changes on because of what we all learned last week when the federal government came out and called for massive overhaul to the way Canada Post is operated because of the major financial difficulties that Crown Corporation has been experiencing. And of course, in August, we all found out that just in the first half of this year, Canada Post lost some $448 million. So Canada Post says that the compounded wage increases of 13.59% over 4 years, that's still on the table. The defined benefit pension plan is still on the table. Health benefits, vacation of up to 7 weeks, for example. But there are a few things here that they say they have had to pull off that are no longer on the table, including a signing bonus for employees. That is no longer on the table. They also say that they are going to need to create a smaller, more nimble workforce. And in order to do that, they are saying that they are willing to offer what they're describing as a transparent workforce adjustment process that would include voluntary departure incentives of up to 78 weeks base pay, seniority-based bumping, for example. They say that they would only get into things like layoffs if other measures, including attrition, are not successful, along not just attrition, but also these departure incentives. So a number of things on the table here. They also say that they're going to need to take a look at their urban sort of network here of post offices, saying that not all of those are viable either. So in terms of what the union is going to come back and say, still waiting for an official response. They said that they would look at this in a timely fashion and would then present sort of their response to what Canada Post is now proposing. But certainly in recent days, since we heard from the federal government with their plans or their hope that Canada Post can be totally overhauled, we heard from some of those workers who are currently on strike, who were protesting, who say that they have concerns about privatization, which the federal government has said is not currently on the table. They also say that in their view that this is a national public service and that they don't believe that they should be forced to show that they can turn a profit. Instead, Arthi, they say that what they provide to Canadians, rural Canadians, for example, should be something that should be taken into consideration moving forward.
Okay, we'll have to watch how this develops. Thank you for this. That is the CBC's Hilary Johnstone reporting.